Happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of Cognac Confessionals. I'm your host, Deshaun, here at Where Media Meets Studios, in conjunction with VJ TV, Farrell Films, History in the Making Entertainment, Keep It Cloudy Productions. It's Friday. What's today? The 18th, right?
Yes, sir.
418. 418's in the trunk. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I know nothing about that, man. I don't know nothing about that, man. We
Trump
got a great show.
so hard to pop open.
Yeah, we got a great show lined up for y'all tonight. Let everybody introduce themselves as usual, starting with my co-host to the left.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Farrell Films, man. Just here, man. One more time.
Yeah, and our guest tonight, I'm telling people who you be, bro.
Hey man, it's your boy, man, Mobbin101. You know what I'm talking about? East Palo Alto, California. You feel me? East Menlo Park and them things you dig. DG 47 was happening. Exotic Mind Music LLC, man. We in the building.
Welcome to the show, my guy.
Appreciate you, family.
You know, love one. Start off with a cheers.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
To the
get
past,
some
to
of
the
that.
present, to the
All right.
future.
You know what I'm saying, man? We all get it. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, I want to welcome you to the show. Appreciate you coming on, you know, sit here and introduce yourself to the people and let them know what you got going,
Oh yeah.
you know. So for the ones that don't know, you know, give them a bit of your history, who you is, what you be, what's happening.
Oh man, I've been in this music thing going on 4 years. As far as on a serious note,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people can't believe it simply because you know what I mean. I'm just moving with so much momentum for real. But like I tell them, you just gotta have a hustle. You gotta have a want to. Like anything, you know what I mean, that you pushing. You gotta have some type of belief in it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, of course, you know I'm from that 2.5. You know what I mean, 94303. You know what I mean.
Small town cemetery.
Yes, sir.
For y'all that don't know.
I'm off that Johnson tree. You
Mhm.
dig? Macquarie blood. You know what I mean. Yeah, man. A lot of people know me, man. A lot of people know my peoples. A lot of people know who my daddy is. You understand me? Shout out Pops.
Shout out to Pops.
You feel me? And you know, all my OGs, man. You feel me? That put in that foundation for me.
Mm-hmm. So being from the small town cemetery, we've had, and you know, I got ties to that area too. Hill Street, Menlo, you know what it is. It's been, I mean, it's so much talent there, you know. I mean, for real.
An amazing amount of talent
Amazing
for such
amount.
a small area, because, man,
2.5.
you can't tell the story of this Bay thing without they, you know what I'm saying, you know, Totally Insane, Female Phone, just so, like, at the very foundation of this Bay thing, Palo Alto's damn near overrepresented. Because you'll meet so many cats that was factors from over there, and then when you go there and you realize how small it is, you be like, damn, is every nigga in this motherfucker raw? They don't breed no, I can say first, they don't breed no suckers over there.
Man,
But they must weed them out early, because I ain't never met one.
definitely
over
gotta
there.
weed them out.
Yeah, and daycare. Come on, you crying? Get the fuck out!
Yeah, they weed the suckers out early, because I ain't never met one, you know, from that section.
So you say you 4 years and it's taking it seriously.
Mhm.
When did you start rapping? Period. Just,
I always played with it for real, for real. You know what I'm talking about? You know, shout out Tay, shout out Scooch, you feel me? I mean, of course, you know,
show my cousin.
when they turned on the lights, you feel me? It was just like, oh yeah, man, you know what I mean? Somebody got to do something. So, you know, we definitely all played with it, tried with it. But my thing was always football in the streets, for real, for real. I never wanted to jump into the music industry unless I knew I had the adequate amount of time to give it, you feel me? Because this ain't nothing to play with, you feel me?
MA or what's that?
10,000
I
hours.
went to MA.
Okay, I
For
was
sure.
like,
I went to MA.
10,000 hours. You gotta put your hours in.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of real talented cats don't ever come with no results, because yeah, the talent is there. Might even have the look, the charisma, all that. But if you don't put your work in,
It ain't gonna happen.
you know.
yeah. You got to do
And that's with anything though, you feel me? Hard work be talent when talent don't be hard work.
That's right.
Facts.
That is so true. So you rapping. What's your first project? I know you got projects you're working on. What's your first project? Take us through the process.
The first joint I dropped was Mobbin 2.0. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out Nikki 900 at Bird 24 from Stockola. You know what I'm talking about? Them was my guys. Yeah, we dropped that thing. Ran a nice little promo circuit through Thizzler. You feel me? Shout out Thizzler. It was decent. And then Right after that, I dropped my first solo, 2 p.m. in Tulum.
Okay.
And that's really what shed light on it for real. That's really what got it going. I ain't gonna lie. At 2 p.m. in Tulum.
That's what's up.
Now, the actual Tulum or Tulum state of mind?
No, Tulum, Mexico, Cancun, Camino.
Some of y'all get the Tulum state of mind, and some of y'all actually got the sand between your toes.
Yeah,
There's a
real.
difference.
That's what's up. So, what you got going currently? What you got going?
Man, I'm getting ready to drop a joint called Why You Mad? You know what I mean? Truth be told, it was supposed to come out last month, but, you know, we had to go ahead and put some dates back, make sure everything was crispy. Cover artists done. Thinking about shooting a video here in the Bay. Maybe not. Probably may take it down there to the L. You feel me? Shout out all the brethren down there in LA and whatnot. Yeah.
Okay.
And Why You Mad? That's going to be a banger right there. I recorded that out there in Miami at the House of Hits. Shout out Drummer Boy Fresh. He was in that session. You feel me? The whole Radio Pusher Squad. It was epic. You feel me? I've been on one. I've been on one. You know what I mean?
So this project, how many cuts we looking at?
Why You Mad? Just going to be a single.
Just the single?
Yeah,
Okay,
just going to be a single. Yeah.
That's a single.
I got 2 PEPs out right now, though.
Okay,
Two dope EPs.
Let's talk about them EPs. Who on it? What we doing?
The first one was Mobbin in Tulum. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the hit single was 2 p.m. in Tulum. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Shout out Shady Nate, you know what I mean? What's up and Acorn and
Good.
things. Shout out Bunk Laden, you feel me? You feel me?
Shady Nate, OG in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Live wire.
Oh yeah, oh
Live
yeah.
wire original.
Feel me? Shady blessed me too. He gassed that thing on everything. He gassed that
I'm
thing.
still slapping that planes, trains, and automobiles,
Oh,
man.
man.
That might be a decade or so old, but I'm still slapping that Shady Night. Real talented cat.
Who else I got on that thing? My big brush, Shield Mac, you feel me? Fairfield, you feel me? And Cuzzo G Carter, 1300, he on there.
Okay. So who's on the production? What we looking like?
A lot of my production came from overseas.
Okay.
Feel me? Shout out that boy Hokati Y, you feel me? He up out of Lithuania. He cold with it.
Okay.
Cold with it.
They
you
got
know what I mean?
soul over there?
Cold with it. That
Okay,
boy
that's-
cold with it. You know what I mean? And what's so funny is that I dropped that EP back in 21.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The second EP, Roses, Current, Bangers, you feel me? Circles, Who, Put Up or Shut Up, All Ether. Again, Hokati Y, you feel me? He did that Put Up or Shut Up for me. That boy, that's Fuego, you feel me? We did Circles and Who, you know what I mean? Shout out Deja Lanai. Yeah.
It's
Hits.
funny that you say Lithuania. I didn't know they had soul over there. One thing I can tell you, don't let a Lithuanian fool you on the hoop court. They
Man.
come out the womb
Man, y'all better
with a
check the NBA
basketball in their
rosters.
head. Them boys Lithuania can, I mean, women and men, they ball over there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Get
it's
in.
like the national sport. They don't do nothing. They don't play nothing. No gymnastics. No nothing else. No football. No baseball. Everybody play basketball over there.
Just come on, shoot the ball. Okay, so you got those two projects. Featured artists on the second one.
On Roses, shout out Mailbox, you feel me? That's one of my cats. He from Canada. You
Okay.
feel me?
So you're really moving.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, you moving. Okay, you're really moving.
For sure.
That's what I'm saying. It's
The
all
video
about it.
already out. We shot the video, recorded it, and we performed it all in one day out there in Canada. You feel me? It's a banger.
Mm-hmm.
Think about sending it to World Star. You feel me? So look out for that momentarily.
Okay.
Shout out Stacey Angela, you feel me, with the vocals, you feel me, going crazy. You know what I mean? Formerly known as Out of States, but, everybody got to rebrand and, you know what I mean, come right. So now she going by Stacey Angela, you feel me? Go ahead and follow her. She got vocals, man. Tap in with her. Mailbox also produced the beat.
Okay.
You feel me? He also produced it. That was a real gem right there because we was fresh off the flight. Literally fresh off the flight, and it was just like, okay, so what we gonna do? Go ahead, turn it on, get to it, cross the border, perform it, cross back. You know what I mean? Like, we was just back and forth. You know what I mean? He's actually from Windsor, Ontario, which is right above Detroit. So we was just back
Right,
and
you cross
forth,
the
back
bridge,
and
you
forth.
got walking bridge.
Oh
Bay
yeah.
Bridge.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Walking bridge, yeah.
What else we got on that thing? Like I said,
They don't let you walk across it no more though.
Oh.
no.
Yeah. We used to. You could just go for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Deja Lanai, you feel me, on Who, Banger, you feel me? That joint right there, that's one of my most radio ready songs, for real, for real. Shout out San Ho, for surely.
Oh, yeah, shout out to the Shark Tank, man.
So man, it's good to see a artist, an up and coming Bay artist, that's really spreading the game all over. Because that's how we used to get out. Like, you go to Belgium and find out that Yuck was #1 on the charts. And what's that boy out of Atlanta? Baby Bash. Baby Bash went platinum over there.
Ronnie Bryant. OG Ronnie Bryant. What's up with you? Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like we really used to go, and now cats don't even got passports.
Man, you gotta get it, man. You gotta get it, man. For real.
Shout out to Kelda. She went rock stages in Japan and
Thailand, Switzerland,
and, Jamaica. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We used to at Mystic Journeyman back. You know, the cool cats used to really travel.
Gotta do it.
You got to. You got to.
Now cats go to Kansas City. Maybe they go to Kansas City, and that's about as far as they go.
Oh, man. R.I.P. man, Mac Dre, man. R.I.P. Mac Dre for that one.
Some stamps on that.
Like I said, it's a matter of the work that you're willing to put in and the travel. Some cats wouldn't even be willing, even if you gave them the means to go to these places. Their networking game is so weak, and they so on some other shit that they wouldn't even know how to even function in these other things. When it used to be, man, you could spot a Bay nigga anywhere.
Nah, yeah.
Montreal, Toronto, anywhere, man. It was going down. You'll hear somebody, yee!
Hey.
And you be like, what? You in here?
Nah, yeah, for real. No, Kizzy. I used to live in Europe. You feel me? I played pro ball overseas before I jumped in music. And, yeah, it was the same thing. You know what I mean? It was the same thing. As soon as they even know or even hear somebody from the West Coast coming, you know what I mean? They lay it out for you. Cass was cutting mop heads off. You feel me? Symbolize that they had locks and everything. You feel me? It was dope. It was dope.
That's what's up. So take us through your journey. Let's talk about you. You said you played pro ball over there. Let's talk about it.
Man, I did it all. You know what I'm talking about? Of course, you know.
What college you went to?
I was a JUCO transfer, believe it or not. You know what I mean?
Which one did you go?
I played at Foothill. Then I transferred to West Valley College out there in Saratoga. You feel me? On the backside of San
We had Rashawn Long in here. He went to College of Sequoia.
Yeah,
Then he went to Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was in a couple of training camps, and he was on a couple of practice squads.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now he's rapping now as Rockstar 22. Him and his brother.
All black.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to All Black and
Straight from the murders.
Yeah.
Twins.
Like we even did a movie with him.
Yeah. It ain't easy. Slow feed don't eat, of course, you know what I mean?
True.
Slow feed don't eat. And you gotta really want it. You gotta really want it, you know. I took my grades seriously. You feel me? I took my sport seriously. And of course it just transfers over, you feel me, to everything else. You know what I mean? Like I tell most, starting from the, you know, whether it was marbles to my sack, you know what I mean, football, you feel me?
Yeah.
It's all the same thing. You feel me? Who got it, I got it. Who got it, I got it. You know what I mean? Music like alcohol, somebody gonna drink it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Somebody gonna drink it.
Feel the
You know what I mean?
dreams.
It's
If
just
you
a matter
build it,
of-
they will come.
Just a matter of what you pouring up. You feel me?
For real.
Now, sometimes, as a cat who has achieved, and obviously a grinder, I'm feeling the ism and everything like that. Sometimes in this music business, it's cats that's really just shaking and faking, or they don't move on the schedule, they on some slacker shit. How do you deal with that? And when people cats can't match your grind.
It's really unfortunate, for real, especially when it comes from the ones that you really want to work with. You know what I mean? And then you end up dealing with yourself, and you be like, man, I see why I only got to rock solo. You know what I mean?
Right.
I try not to take it personal, for real, because I know that everybody is doing their own thing. You feel me? Life is life, and for everybody in their own way. But at the same time, you know, just be honest. You feel me? Money is on the wood. You know, money is on the line. You feel me? Your name is everything. Your brand is everything.
For real.
Your
And,
word.
man, for real. So, you know, I try to weed it out off the dribble. You feel me? As soon as anybody get to talking to me about features, some walkthroughs, this, that, and the third, you feel me? We got contracts, we got media releases, we got NDAs, you feel me? What you talking about? What are your particulars? In most cases, the moment I ask somebody what is their particulars, depending on the situation,
That kills it.
they done. You feel me? Or if I ask them what is their budget, you feel me?
Oh, yeah.
And they
You ask a motherfucker what their budget is, and they get the him and the hall, you like,
And it's wild. You feel me?
you just thought
In fact, some people get offended when you ask the budget.
Yeah.
Which is crazy
Because
because
the work,
it's like,
business is business.
man, you want to know what you're getting paid for your work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It ain't no different.
Yeah, you know, some shit I get some shit you be like, hey, come through, fuck with it. Okay, cool.
And if you don't see no value in what I'm doing, then why are you reaching out to me?
Right.
Because if I don't see no value in something, I'm not fucking with it unless I really know that person personally, and I'll be like, yeah, let me get behind what you're doing. But other than that, if ain't no value in it, so you're not gonna call me and shortchange me.
Right.
For real. That's out. And crazy enough.
And I'm willing to collab with anybody. But come on, come correct.
Mm-hmm.
Explain to me what you're bringing to the table that's gonna be equal to what I'm bringing, and then we can make it happen. Just make it make sense.
For real. Equal or more.
You know what I'm saying? Just
Equal
make it
or
make
more.
sense.
You know what I mean?
But you can't play me like I'm nobody, because why did you call me?
Man.
All business or no business.
That's crazy though. But in this game, especially here in the Bay, unfortunately, it's a lot of tribalism.
Oh yeah.
And it's a lot of
Crabs in the barrel.
gatekeepers, of so-called gatekeepers and stuff like that.
Definitely.
Have you had any difficulty navigating with them, or is that why you kind of have gone so international?
Hey, RP Nip, you feel me? Before Nip was a stronghold here in the U.S., he was on one overseas. You know what I mean?
I just seen this documentary where he went to Japan.
He was on one overseas, you know what I mean? And that was something that always stuck out to me, you know what I mean? The outside in, you know? It's really sad. A lot of times, your home city be the last ones to really, really catch on and ride the wave, you feel me?
That's true.
That's not necessarily the case with me, but I do know that it happens. And because I know that, I'm like, well, the best way for me to better my chances, let me go ahead and go outside. So I stuck on the path that I took with football and everything. You feel me? Let me go ahead and tap into the countries that I already lived in and rocked in and played in and the whole nine. You feel me? So it helped out. You know what I mean? And then, of course, again, the talent ended up coming with the hard work. So it was just easy peasy. But yes, you are absolutely correct. The gatekeepers here in the Bay is wilding. It is wild here, man. You feel me? And it's when you said earlier how we used to be, I often have said people that, man. You feel? I told Film on Mike that on his podcast, Watch Your Back. Shout out 106 Camille.
Yeah, shout out Film on Mike.
He asked me the same thing. He was just like, do you think that the Bay kind of lost sense of its camaraderie to a degree? You feel me? Definitely. You know what I mean? Definitely. You know what I mean? Yeah. We are real high schoolish right now, real cliquish. You feel me? Versus
this table,
right.
And we shall not rock together, which is ridiculous.
Versus how it was like during the hyphy movement. You know what I mean? Yeah, it definitely before then. I mean, of course, you know, that was the foundation, really. You feel me? And I honed in on that. But going back to the hyphy movement, you could have had some trash. But if you was from the Bay, they was playing it. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, you from the Bay, we playing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think it's really sad for real. But you know,
and a lot of y'all don't realize, man, that they're real receptive in other places to what this Bay thing. Like I said, when we said like Nip, like places like Japan, you go to Okinawa, you go to places like that, you go to parts in Europe,
Budapest,
and man, they gonna give you the love that you looking for in your career.
Sure. Right. When you was managing the coup, y'all was going all over the place. And it was
biggest thing ever. We did Summer Jam in South Carolina.
Okay.
But here's the thing. We pulled into town. We supposed to do a radio interview, and they doing Summer Jam. We pulled up, and the cast was like, y'all got a record out? Come on. And then we literally are now on stage. It's like 30,000 people there, and we rocking. But the cold part about it is, ain't a soul in here ever heard any of the music. But the love that they giving us,
it's genuine.
Man, it was almost like a high off of something. Surprised I didn't even marry somebody from South Carolina. But I'm just saying, though, is that sometimes in these other areas, they are real more and more receptive. Like, used to be a group around here called Mystic Journeyman. And they were signed to the same label as 11-5 when they did Browsing. And Mystic Journeyman could get no burn around here because they was kind of abstract. But then they was going to Europe, damn near doing stadiums. was able to buy homes, provide for their family and everything, because the love that was happening over there in Europe. You gotta find your audience, and when you find it, you ain't gonna. You'll wonder why you was ever bothering with.
For surely.
These cats over here.
Go off to the races.
They won't spin you on Camille. Man, there's stations right now in London, man, that have the whole 60 million people in the country listening to you.
Man, and not just that.
But just don't be afraid to go.
Yeah.
Even college radio. You know what I'm saying?
That used to be a primary thing for a lot of artists, and now they cats kind of overlook it.
I know. Everybody caught up on them streams, you feel me? Which, don't get it twisted. That's important. But, you know, you got to look at the big picture. You know what I mean? Yeah. Look at the big picture. It's like a puzzle, you feel me? There's so many pieces. There's so many pieces.
Back in the days, you had K-Poo, even though K-Poo's still alive. You had KPFA. You had all.
What was that station over in Stanford? And Kevin Kidd was over there. Whatever. But you had to hit them places.
Yeah.
And, you know, but here's the thing. What a lot of people don't realize is that 1 million streams only pays so much, right? But you hit them college radios, and you literally get people who will actually come buy a ticket to see you.
Right.
And your merch.
Exactly.
Speaking of merch.
Got merch.
Exotic Mob Music, man. Tap in.
About it. Exotic Mob Music. Tell us about it.
They got to go to your site or to Instagram.
I mean, man, Instagram, if you know me, call me. You understand me. Website is up under construction. You understand me. Of course, you know, we was thriving for about 3 years strong. But, you know, again, always got to improve. Always got to get better. We are LLC'd up out of Atlanta.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Getting ready to move to the A, actually.
Okay. You got to move around.
Got to do it. Man, we got artists everywhere. You feel me? Canada, New Orleans, New York, of course, here in Cali. I got an artist from Fort Wayne, Indiana. You feel me? Shout out Ruchi Raw. Cleveland, Ohio. Shout out Young Osama. Mayor Sosa. Free Mayor Sosa.
Indiana, grimy.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
We're going to go to Indianapolis and other places thinking that slow lane, man.
Florida, Low Swap Visa. You feel me? They out there. You feel me? Tap in, follow us, man. Google us. IG, Twitter, everything. Facebook. Exotic Mob Music LLC. Just type it in.
Okay. And where can they find you at on social media?
Man, Mobbin101, you feel me? You can go ahead and just Google that and you'll pull up everything. You know what I mean? If you want to type in the handle, Mobbin Most Hated #2 on IG, or you can just type in Mobbin101. You know what I mean? Fan page, main page. Follow, tap in. I'm not one of them bougie ass rappers, you feel me? I'm going to go ahead and follow up as long as you ain't with the other.
Yeah. He taps in and fucks with the people, man.
For real.
You know, and that's a beautiful thing that you had that foundation as an athlete. And a lot of artists could get that because people don't understand. Let's say you're a football player and you want to stay here in the Bay, but CFL is calling you or the World League is calling you. It don't matter if I love her so much and I want to be here with her. You know, you're getting on the plane. You're going because you understand that
it was meant to be.
You gotta go travel to go get this, and that's what amazes me about the current crop of artists. How many of them aren't well traveled.
I mean, you know, a lot of cats, you know, they want the neighborhood, which don't get it twisted. You feel me? Hey, love your neighborhood, man. Represent your section for surely, but don't bank on it. Don't waste your career waiting on just your city. There's so many other cities. You feel me? So many states. There's so many countries, man. You feel me? Like we was talking about earlier, the passports. That's Willy Wonka golden ticket. For real, you can get to it. You know what I mean? And stack up your currency, because the moment that they hit that button, it's going down. Stack up your currency, man. You feel me? Every country I touch, I'm bringing it back. But surely.
Now, you mentioned that you have merch and you've also been doing movies. Now, that's another tip for y'all artists. You really gotta diversify. Yes. You gotta have multiple means of getting in front of the people. Tell us about your movie adventures.
Oh man, 3 a.m. Feel me? The short film banger. It's out right now. YouTube, Vimeo. I believe it. I want to say it's coming to Amazon Prime soon. You feel me? Don't give me the line on that. You know what I mean? But definitely Vimeo, YouTube. It's a hit. Shout out Cinedex. I appreciate you on that. Time Fest Film Festival. It was a banger. American Black Film Festival. Shout out Issa Rae. You feel me? She coordinated that the joint last year. Banger. You feel me? It was an honor for real. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the cast. it was a hit.
We're gonna see more acting from you?
Oh yeah, got to. You feel me?
What draw you to the acting?
Honestly, it was like you said, you got to click on all cylinders.
Yeah.
You feel me? You got to click on all cylinders. Yeah. And movies and music, just entertainment itself is more constant than sports. You feel me? Because in sports you got an off season. You know what I'm saying? In entertainment business, yeah, we got a down season around the holidays, but even then, depending on your hunger, you there.
Music is universal and year round.
Off top. So
as long as you can create it and think it, you can put out music. Sports, like you said, sports got an off season. Every sport has an off season except for boxing and tennis.
But even in boxing, May and September is the central points.
Right.
You know. Unless you Floyd or somebody, you go against the grain and have a fight in November or something.
Boy, Floyd up under it right now.
Yeah. Somebody hit me earlier talking about something he got scammed out of something or whatever. I ain't seen the whole details. So
he up under fire right now.
I ain't even.
Poor guy.
I ain't even seen it enough to even speak on it. I would love to, but I don't like speaking misinformed.
I can say this much from that, and having been around the guy a little bit, he's a slickster's dream. Because if you willing to massage his ego, man, one cat could be talking common sense, another cat could be you the goat, baby, whoop-de-whoop, whoop-de-whoop. Like a lot of cats who've been rich and successful since they was young, if you massage their ego enough, you can get damn near anything out of them. So it's, and that's nothing though. Some of y'all, when y'all get the baller and you look around and nobody was there 5 years ago, and everybody telling you the greatest thing of all time,
man.
Pause.
Better remember, man.
Stop for a second.
That when I was like, man, who gonna let me hit tonight? And you going through the phone and all them. Oh, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Oh, I ain't gonna.
I did my hair and this and that. You know what I'm saying? But now all of a sudden, not only you want me to come now, Daddy, and you want me to bring my friend. And your partner and you got these new partners. You ain't even known them 3 years, and they all got these great investment opportunities, and it's just don't put in all this work to then get licked out your cash by the leech. Because as hard as you work to make this money, when you really get it, it's gonna be about at least 10 cats. Working hard to peel you from it, and nobody come with a sign on their forehead talking I'm finna get you, this and that. And many of us come from the soil, so we game tight.
Very much.
But it's people really who specialize, females and males who specialize in getting close to you and draining you.
Man,
look at what's this basketball player. Anthony Edwards, he didn't have about 4 or 5 kids in less than 12 months, this and that, man. He cashing out millions. Like, man, just...
Don't get me wrong, it's a plethora of bad females out there. I ain't never wanted to say they ain't out there. Yeah, they are out there, bro.
Many of them are, they're coming to get you. Now, if you willing to be God and you okay with it, then
you gotta
cool.
pay to play. I mean, if that's your
that's
lane,
one good thing about being an athlete.
That's your lane.
Is that many cats, if you play a little ball in school, you got some attention. This and that, right? So, but if you ain't never got no attention and now you 27 and you get a hit record, and even if you've had a bad bitch before, I talked to the boy Razcast about that. And he said, man, when he really got on, he was like, I actually always had a bad bitch in school, right? He said, but I didn't have 15 bad bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's definitely different. But, like you said conversation rule the nation, but documentation prevents conversation. So for these cats that's in these positions, man, get a lawyer, bruh. I'm telling you, I'm going through it right now, bruh. You understand me? And mine, she learned the hard way not to play with me because I'm not afraid of the courts. You dig?
Yeah.
When it come down to these kids,
what's that key thing you said? A lot of these cats walk in these these situations trying to fill out the papers they sell, man, slapping them upside the head.
Feel me? Go get a lawyer, man. Do not bank on that girl's word, bruh.
Even if you feel like you can't afford the lawyer, you can't afford the consequences of not having one.
Man, what? And the stress that come along with it. The stress that comes along with it.
I done seen cats walk in these courts, man, and and they get half their paycheck ooh-wop. Then come to find out the kid ain't even theirs, and the people still keep ooh-wopping them because they talking about
you signed off.
right.
Once you just
He
signed
be
off,
like, so do you spend all these thousands when you could have spent a G with a lawyer and been good, but you didn't, and now you out 50 bands over the course of so many years.
Get a lawyer, bro. I'm telling you, you in love, get a lawyer.
And
Get
then
a lawyer.
drop it like it's hot when now you don't think I got money. Notice keyword I said, when you don't think I got money. Don't be coming to me when you find out that I got money.
I don't care how smart and wise you think you is. If they putting law contracts in front of you, they needing things drawn up, man, invest in the lawyer, man. Because hell, even lawyers don't defend themselves.
For real.
Hell, when a lawyer get caught up in something, he go get a lawyer. Because what's the saying? Only a fool would have himself
as a client.
Mm-hmm.
So if the lawyers won't even go in court without a lawyer, what the hell we supposed to do? We all smart, bright guys, man, but we ain't went to no law school. And the man that went to law school will tell you, hey, you better get a lawyer.
Man, you gotta do it. For real.
If I was single, man, I'd Prince Hakeem a bitch all day. I'm sorry. And you'd be like, you got it, huh? No, I got bullshit apartment. I live very gutter, very poor. I'm very poor.
Yeah, don't come in the game. You know, don't work as hard as you gotta work, and then come in leading with your wallet, and then end up surrounded by a bunch of people who, of course, they kicking it. All the drinks on you, the VIP on you, the table on you. Nigga, we finna ride out. Nigga, we riding out in your shit. Like, come on, man.
Not flying you out. If you get to where I'm at, hey, it's all good.
I just looked at the thing and saw the boy T Grizzly. He one of my favorite rappers, and he caught up in some type of situation where he flew some IG chick out, and she didn't understand the assignment. And T Grizzly told her to beat it, and then she went live like, man, I'm standing on the sidewalk, this nigga done flew me out, whoop-de-whoop, and now the whole internet is like, oh, he's such a horrible dude, and I'm sitting over here like, what the fuck she thought she was getting flew out for?
I mean,
better have your own bread.
She was being silly.
Travel with your own bread.
Hey, we go out, be like, nigga, my dad and my mom taught me, you go out with your partners, then your partners, but always make sure you have your own shit. Pay for your own shit. Just in case.
What's this one girl? She kind of cute. Ruby Rose. That was the first time I seen the cat. The little TJ dude had canceled her flight, and she was sitting there whoop de whoop. And I was like, I know it's a different generation, but I know when I was a youngster and I see my aunts them going out, my grandmother would be like, you would give them what they called mad money. If you get mad, this the money to get back home. And it was like, you don't go nowhere without the means to get back. You'll never rely on somebody else.
Exactly.
And so when I see these chicks getting flown out, this and that, I'll be like,
I've never flown a chick out.
You can't be that invested in thinking you that gorgeous
I wouldn't do it.
That a nigga won't go bad on you.
Hey, like my dad always say, man, it's a new graduating class every year, bruh.
But they graduating unseasoned. I mean, completely unseasoned.
Class every
I see
year,
a cast that they damn near 30 years old and they on some shit that I'm like, nigga, I'm on that when I was 16 to 17.
It's a new college graduating class every year, every semester, actually.
Yeah, but they graduating completely unseasoned.
Unaware, dumb, and dumb.
But you know, way back in them ancient times when I was roaming them university hallways, man, it would be players up there, man. And you know, you would kind of damn near by osmosis, you would kind of absorb some games. So when you got out in the world, you wasn't just completely, you wasn't goofy. And now I see cats and I be like, man, dog. You kind of behind. You falling for real basic okie doke game. Like, I don't know what's happening.
Like OG TK Kirkland, man. He be like, man, who raised these niggas? For real.
Who your daddy is,
niggas
nigga?
quick to tell on themselves. You know what I mean? That. I ain't never seen it. The ones who raised me, you feel me? It's like, what?
Come on.
But then that's why we got to have a little more brotherhood. Because some of these OGs out here now, they damn near terrified to talk to youngsters, you know what I'm saying? But But I grew up in an era where cat didn't have no problem pulling your coat. You might not even know him, and he'd be like, "Hey, say, blood, let me holler at you, man. I was just observing, man, and man, you should have, you know, whoop, you can take it or leave it, but from a nigga that's been through something, whoop, so you, and nigga, you can get random niggas giving you game.
You know what I'm saying? Out of bounds, and the motherfucker be like, "Hey, bro, hey, man, look. We can tell you ain't from around here, so what I'm gonna tell you is 3 by 3 by 3. You got 3 minutes to hear what I'm saying, 3 minutes to take that information and do something with it, and 3 more minutes to get your ass the fuck from around here." Or it's gonna be 3 by 3 by 3.
Or that other good one, you know, niggas show up on the turf and start trying to be friendly, and somebody say, "Man, you came to see the hoes, right?" There they go, nigga. Why you over here? You know, why you over here? We don't know you, nigga. Go see who you came to see, nigga. You know. But that's that goofy shit. But I mean, so much. And I mean, you know, you did have an era in the 90s up into the 2000s where a whole generation of cats who probably could have been mentors got took off the street.
Yeah.
And now some of them is really just now coming home from 20, 25 years, you know.
Sure.
Went down in 92 or 93, and now they just now coming home. And so there's a group of youngsters, college graduating classes that might not have gotten the schooling as men, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you saying your pops is, you know, like a legend, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, so you had that benefit of having a figure in your life. And so it is, you know, so I ain't gonna bash the youngsters too much because there's some of them that didn't get a chance to come up underneath some proper guidance. You know,
some good stock.
Don't have no PLRs in their life.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, no hogs, no hogs
in their life.
You know what I'm saying? But that area over there, you know, you had mentioned Menlo as well and stuff like that. Yeah. The gentrification's hitting it kind of hard, huh?
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, in a major way. You know what I mean? I'm seeing things. I was just in the hood, you feel me, on the way over here. Yeah. I'm seeing some things today. I'm like, bruh. it would have never flew. It would have never flew. You understand me? But you know, progress is the process. It's a beautiful thing, for real, you understand me? And of course, you know, the police is killing enough of us, so we got to stop it. I mean, of course, you know, when it's smoke, it's smoke. I mean, I get it. You got to handle your business. But, you know, try your best not
just
to.
Just make sure it's real business. Like, make sure it don't stem from, because I just, you know, where I be at.
9 times out of 10,
you know,
it's
over the last 4-5 years. Over the last 4-5 years, maybe 3-4 cats that got murdered, this and that, but it really all stemmed from this cat right here. Fuck this nigga's baby mama. And niggas made like it was this turf and this and that, but that's what it really stemmed from. And there's several cats over these years done lost their life. Many more done caught bullets. But when you break it all down, it's really over. Baby mama was playing games back and forth, fucking with a nigga who was a sworn enemy of this nigga, and random. Y'all know how the story go. I ain't got. And
even if it ain't a baby mama, it could just be just a random bird. You feel me, fellas? Y'all gotta understand, bro. You feel me? Trust a female to bleed and breathe, and that's only if she can do that. You feel me? That's only if she can do that. Other than that, you know, niggas is gonna be niggas. You know what I'm saying? Me? Don't get it twisted. Your partner, your day ones, you understand me? They shouldn't do it, but just own up to it. Smoke it out.
In the heat of the moment.
You feel me? Get it up in the gloves one time and just be done with it.
You ain't even gotta do that. You just be like, you know something? You let people be who they are. And men, here's something I've always said. Nigga, you can cry in the car. It's okay.
It's
cool. Cry in the car if you need to. Because you emotionally damaged. Because, I mean, we taught to not cry, not to this and that. And, oh, my castle, my ooh. We taught to be King Kong. And some of you niggas is Donkey Kong Jr.
Some niggas really gone out sad over trying to be King Kong. And man, you could have just went the other way. But like I said, go sit in the car for a second. All thing I can say is, think for a second.
Man,
Take
please.
a deep breath.
Man, it's still free right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take a
Right
deep
now,
breath.
currently, it's still free.
Think.
That don't cost nothing to be
And
mad.
then move.
Nigga, they even got these rooms now where you can go pay to go in and break up shit. To break shit. TVs, VCRs, water heaters, all you can do. All that, you can let your ruthless aggression out in a forum that's safe and paid. Dude, do you understand the psychological ramifications if you niggas need to go do that type of shit? Instead of doing some senseless shit?
Yeah. Or hit the gym. Hit the
For
gym,
real.
man. Hit that body
Yeah,
bag,
rub a
man.
little iron, man. It's
Even
something,
if you
man.
gotta go play Battlefield, Call of Duty type of shit. It's something. But you don't do no real shit over some whole shit.
Yeah, for real.
Let that pride go, because one of the great tragedies is so many cats that has so much potential, and now they either sitting in the graveyard or the penitentiary
Behind the
over
bra.
something that they went their whole life this direction, got off their square for a few minutes, did some wild shit, and now it's over. So, just that's another aspect of when you put your work in, when you getting your success, when you rolling, when you shining, things are gonna come to you that you're gonna have to say,
Hell yeah, kick back.
because the alternative is the world could lose another great individual. Your family could lose another great individual.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let these fools, like I just seen this. What's this? The little colored hair boy, the Mexican dude, Takashi 6ix9ine, and he's sitting on the interview. Somebody was interviewing him and he grinning and he talking about, yeah, I got a little Dirk to do some wild shit off, and he's really sitting there and he like, yeah, like he gassed Dirk up to go do some shit, and now Dirk facing life and he's sitting there grinning, and I ain't mad at him because dude showed he got low character, but I'm looking at the host and I'm sitting there like, if a nigga was sitting there telling me, laughing about how he done got a man in a life in prison situation, I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
No, yeah,
having
for real, man.
I'm-
Keep it in the streets.
I gotta ask you to leave. You know what I'm
I
saying?
try not to have
Can't
real
waste no time
street
on nobody,
conversations here because that's not
Like
the
if
shit
you
we
sitting
do.
there, like you can't brag some low life shit to me. I'm gonna be like, hey, hold on, dog. I'm gonna stop you right there. Let's,
Yeah, that's some sucker shit for real.
you know what I'm
for real.
saying?
Free the guys too, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Free
'Cause-
the guys, man. Keep
and
it in the streets, man.
It was really, it was really wild. But he done embraced this snitch thing. So he's bold enough to say it, but as a person that's striving, you got to remember, there's people with that mentality who ain't going to say that mentality. In fact, they're going to be like, what's up with you, bro? Let's go hit the club when you get to the club.
That's why I
And
say
while
follow
you're
up.
there, the nigga might say, man, this nigga over here tripping, man. He looking at you and shit. Now you all gassed up. Whereas a nigga that really love you, ain't good, unless that motherfucker make a move towards you, they not going to mention that because they don't want you to go off.
Right.
Because I don't want nothing to happen to you.
Nah, yeah, for real.
So if anything, if I think it's going to be a situation, I'm going to say, hey, blood, niggas up in there tripping. Let's cut. Because I don't want nothing to happen to you.
Get the strap.
I don't want, I don't want you. But there's some niggas that'll hand you the gun. You on camera, nigga hand you the gun and be like, handle your business.
There's cameras everywhere.
Speaking of that, youngsters, please stop taking pictures of all these hammers, blood. You're telling on yourself, young blood.
Right.
Stop doing it. Stop doing it. The element of surprise. The element of surprise.
You know, if you ain't got a concealed carry,
Yeah, don't
conceal carry.
give them the ammunition. Don't feed the motherfucking machine that's there to tear you apart. And when you get and remember, you have the right to remain silent.
Man,
That not just goes in interrogation. That also goes when
through your whole stay.
the
whole
motherfucker
stay.
on the motherfucker on the interview asking you about this and asking you about
Real
that.
shit.
I'm looking down at these
Absolutely.
boys down in L.A. The Crip dudes and men and they literally. I had read some of their indictment. They literally taking shit the nigga said on the interview.
That's why I be
Is
like,
in the
we don't do none of that, 'cause I
indictment.
never-
For some clout. For
And
some
that-
clout. For some
yeah.
likes. Gangsters moving silence, blood. Again, who raised you niggas?
The Earl and Salmon.
Who raised you niggas?
The people forget Sebo and them 20-something years ago had to do time over what was said. You on the podcast, cats on the podcast literally talking about murders and robberies and this and that, and they referencing it, and I'm sitting there like
that shit. We don't inquire about that type of shit because that ain't my business.
One cat got a gun case. He was on there. He was talking about whoopty whoop.
I ain't testifying for nobody.
He got
straight up.
They testified. One cat got on there.
Good with 10 likes.
The one crip nigga got on there. He on the podcast and he pulled his shirt up to let the other niggas hammer. Now he got a gun case and they in the paperwork saying he revealed that he had a firearm and he's a felon prohibited from firearms. I'm sitting there like.
Shit crazy,
right?
Man. You feel me? Do your paperwork, man. You feel me? If you can, go get it expunged. I was a felon. You understand me? I was up against it.
Spend the money to get your records expunged and sealed.
Handle it. Pay them fees, man.
Once again, what we said, go talk to them lawyers
on everything.
Y'all better know about it. I mean, you get a accident case, you got to pay them 33 and a third.
So I'm from that era where they used to pick you up, and then they'll tell you at the arraignment, okay, man, we gonna plead guilty. We're going to give you time served, and you're going to walk on out of here. Now, you're going to be a felony, but don't get in trouble for like 6 months. And they get rid of it. So now you walk out, you've been in jail 2 days, but now you're a convicted felon, right? Then when you come back in 6 months, nobody told you that. Where your paperwork at? So now, fast forward, you 40 years old, and you're still a convicted felon.
Documentation prevents conversation. You understand me? Black and white, make it right. You hear me?
And now you're a convicted felon.
You got to have it.
Or that other good one. So I used to live in L.A. when I was 18. And they would come through at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock p.m., 10 p.m.
What part of the L?
I was in South Central.
Oh, okay. I got a lot of family.
I was on Wilton Place. Wilton Place is on the borders, right off Century.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
This part of Wilton Place is South Central. If you go over by over here, Morningside High, in the woods, right there.
Yeah,
you walking distance. So you got Western High School, Washington High School over here, and that's still considered South Central because it was off Western. But if you go just this way, it's fucking Inglewood, Morningside.
Mm-hmm.
And they would come through at 10 o'clock. If you was under 18, they'll grab you for curfew. If you was over 18, they'll grab you for loitering. And they'll take you in and they'll say, oh, you was on the 103rd. Oh, you're a gang member. Some niggas be like, yeah. But even smart niggas be like, nah. But they'll take a picture and say you're a suspected gang member. Now, here go the whopper. They'll let you go. If you was a curfew violation, your mama had to come get you. Well, no big deal, right? But later on, when you catch a case, you were already documented from that arrest as a suspected gang member, and they would hit you with the gang enhancement.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's how they cracked us with Sunny Day back in the a couple years back.
And the gang enhancements would be 3 years or 5 years. I saw niggas that be in their 30s that got that 18-year-old arrest and catch a gun case or catch whatever. The actual case they catching would only be a year, 2 years. But they would throw the gang enhancement on you, and now it's 5 years.
Mm-hmm. And now that thing is double and triple now.
And, and you be like, and some of these guys be like, I never banged. Well, remember when you was 18, you got arrested? You got arrested on Western? You were a suspected gang member. So now you get a gang enhancement. And then if it's a big case, you get that gang enhancement. And you also get that in furtherance of a street gang charge.
Mm-hmm. I remember one time I got whooped up in Sac some years back. This was over 10 ago. We were still rocking on MySpace. They had the MySpace pulled up. Like, that's when I knew it was serious. You feel me? This was before Facebook. They had the MySpace pulled up. You hear me?
Sure.
I'm
Don't underestimate
it's
what them people will do. And then for my niggas over in Sobrani, what they did with them is they came and said, all of y'all to be over here, y'all are a terrorist organization. And they filed an actual lawsuit saying that you can't be over here. So then anybody got arrested, they said, oh, it's an injunction against you. So now you get and they would actually give cats time, and anytime you got an actual case, they would enhance your case based on.
And then if your grandma was on the thing, you was on the stairway, they'd be like, we finna invoke and remove her from the program.
Yeah, she'll lose her Section 8 or lose her housing.
Because you on a stairway, you can't go visit your grandma.
Shady, man.
But we say all this to say that the way this machine is set up, even if you live in a mostly righteous life, one slip up, they can really fuck you over. So stay focused, stay on your square, don't
humble.
take pictures with them hammers, don't do this, don't hang with crash outs.
Yeah. If you taking pictures with guns, at least be legit.
Yeah, for real.
Don't hang out with a cat that you just
like.
We at the range, it's some legit legal shit.
Or at least be by yourself. You feel me? I don't ride around.
That's your best company.
You feel me? A lot of cats ask me too. They be like, "Hey, blood, you know, we noticed you don't have a whole lot of niggas in your videos." That's because I don't want no codees. You feel me? The only niggas that's around me is family or niggas who I know for a fact got something to lose.
Exactly.
You feel me?
If I'm with you,
right,
and I'm like, nigga, we ain't finna be on nobody's report.
Don't ever be around somebody that if you have to tell them, hey, be cool, and their next words is, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, bye.
Don't.
We didn't kick niggas out the car. I had a partner that used to crash out when we were super young, and we used to go all over, right? I mean, we go to Frisco, because we used to, my older cousin, they used to do parties in Frisco back in the day. I mean, like warehouse parties. And not even like raves, but almost like raves. I mean, the big parties.
All the parties all on the backside of Keysore and shit.
Back in the, yeah. And dude, we stared, my boy, I mean, he just get loaded. But I mean, he was going through shit back then. And so, but same time, you got to watch out for cats. But we'll take him, but we got to watch out for him. Man, he used to get into shit.
I'm too old for that shit now.
But no, he on a whole great page now, but I'm just saying, we used to go places. This cat would straight get into it with shit. We'd have to be like, hey, y'all, our bad, his bad, man. Well, he good. Hey, we deep.
Yeah, you gotta keep
we deep.
Making sure shit cool.
But we like, it's cool. We'll handle it. But don't go, we deep, nigga. We got it. Hey, nigga, you fucking up. And this one cat, right, came up to us one time. He was like, hey, man. Y'all, because he saw we was trying to defuse some shit, because he was like, man, fuck that. Hey, homie, drink up. This motherfucker passed out, put him in the car. Everybody had fun. Then he's like, but that's the type of shit you got to
give you, like, hey, man, y'all need to get y'all partner.
Exactly.
But
we used to do it. We be everywhere. I mean, we be everywhere doing shit, having fun. Never on no bullshit, but we out there making money. Hosting parties, doing shit all over, and be like, nigga, don't be making the situation hot with your bullshit, because you had and fortunately we ran into people who was like, all right, it's good.
Yeah,
we had some, but it was like, man. But you don't want those type of situations, because somebody who's a crash out.
And avoid cats that will put you in those situations.
See,
I don't care how much I love you. I don't care if you're kin to me. You only got one time to put me in some wild shit.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You only got one time in wild shit. I love
one
you.
And done.
If I was walking outside the liquor store and somebody was doing something to you, I'm in it.
Off top.
But you can't call me to come to the liquor store with you to get on somebody. I'm gonna say, man, let that shit go, man.
Yeah, like today, I'd be like, nah, bro, you cut off.
Call me what you want to.
I don't give a fuck how close we are. I will cut your ass off if you.
Put you like this. If somebody at you on some wild shit, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
You out there on some wild shit? Hey, man, let that go, man. I got fam, man. Nah, man. Come on, man. You know not to call me, man. It's another nigga you can call for the stupid shit.
I pay college tuition right now.
I can't.
And son.
Yeah. Shit, I'm lucky enough now to have a whole nother generation of grand niggas that's like, man,
I ain't got no grand
niggas telling me, Papa, man, you gamed up. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Now and then I'm gonna let them see me go off the streets on some sucker shit.
Nah, you can't go out like that.
I can't do it. It's too many eyes. On you.
Exactly.
And a lot of us you don't realize is that if you conducting yourself the right way out here, it's people that you don't even realize is watching you and absorbing.
The universe.
So if you allow yourself to get tricked off your square, or you allow yourself to not fulfill your mission, I know people like, but no, you're not just letting yourself down. There's people that you might not even realize is cheering for you. Everybody be like, oh, it's haters, but it's niggas that, man, that
rocking for real.
Sometimes they might have too much pride to tell you, man, like, blood, you really doing your thing, you know what I'm saying? But trust me, in their mind, you really doing your thing. And they respect and they getting inspired. So, man, stay on it, man.
Stay humble, stay hungry. You know what I mean? Stay appreciative.
And put them hours in.
Got to. Just the other day I was driving, you feel me, and I seen the transient on the corner, you know what I'm talking about, for those who don't know, a homeless person. And I definitely was sitting there thinking like, damn, one false move. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. And I'm right here on this corner with Brett.
Hey, for real. And the thing is, that's real talk. Like, when I'm able to, I see people less fortunate or whatever. Like you said, we all one decision away from trading places, Eddie Murphy and Chevy Chase.
You ever think back to see some shit that when you was young that could have went bad, and you'd be like, man, if we'd have turned left instead of turning right, or this and that, man, I wouldn't even. I think I'm a hell of a nigga, but I would probably be pushing the shopping cart if that would have went bad for me. So don't get too full of yourself, because we all is either narrowly avoided a situation or one bad move away from being. Just like when Cass is working these jobs now, I'm making this much an hour. But really, in reality, if you miss your next 2 paychecks, they're going to be fucking around cutting off the light. Like, don't get too full of yourself.
No, yeah, for real.
You know.
Chicken today, feathers tomorrow, like my dad told me.
Yeah, so, you decide. So we got the EPs out there and stuff like that at 2 a.m. at 2 p.m. in Tulum. Man, I'm just loving just even the title of it. We halfway through. Well, we damn near halfway through 2025. What do you want the rest of the year to bring you?
I need more films for surely. More films. More music. More music. Yeah, I'm talking about a lot of cats, a lot of my fans been on me. They were just like, you was kind of quiet in 2024 on the music end. But fashion, movies, everything else, you kind of heightened it up. So now we got to get everything cohesive and let everything level out. You know what I mean? Okay. For surely.
Now, how many people in your organization? Like, you got assistants, you got managers?
I do have a management. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out influence management. You know what I mean? Going crazy. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, from top to bottom, always been with me. You feel me? Always been with me, and is my toughest critic. You know what I mean? Like,
you don't need no yes men.
Having a woman as a manager is very different. You know what I'm talking about? And let me go ahead and touch on that for a little bit. Family. Y'all, I mean, the homies is dope. Family is great. But be honest with yourself. At the end of the day, you got to be honest with yourself, because unfortunately, when it come down to that dollar, family across you, friends across you, the whole nine, you feel me? You must have genuine people around you. You got to do it. Influence management. Amanda, I love you. For real. You've been with me from the start, man. You feel me? And she be on my bumper, like, for real. I wouldn't have been in that film if it wasn't for her.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
She looking out for you.
I wouldn't have been in that film if it wasn't for her. Like, she
like, do what he do.
Man. And what's so funny, I was kind of reluctant a little bit, because I was like, oh, man. Even though I've been on screens, I've been in front of cameras, I'm like a movie, you know what I'm saying? I'm like reading a script, you know what I mean? You know, it's different. It's curated, if you will. Scripted. You know what I mean? A little different. You know, kind of like boxing versus fighting in the streets, fighting in jail. You feel me? It's in the controlled form. It's different.
All right, what's up, brother Broski? Tuning in. What's good, my guy?
I love the dough. You know what I mean?
What's up, bro?
Aside from that, Young Heen, 1000 Papa, you understand me? One of my artists, you feel me? He off of Alberni. You feel me? Too Easy, that's out right now, you understand me? Shout out OG Ad Capone, you understand me? St. Valentine's Day Massacre, you feel me? Because OG on there. Man, shout out Tay, Scoot, the whole hood. You feel me? The whole 2.5, you understand me? If you was a Palo Alto Knight, if you was a Nabate, you're a warrior, you understand me? You know, you already know what it is. With me, for surely. Yeah,
Getting them
man.
burgers at Lee's on Willow Road.
Off top.
You know
Feel
what
me?
it
Kitty's
is.
cleaners.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Saying we was getting candy from his Holland house.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
Yeah. Crystals. You feel
Uh-huh.
me? Yeah, I'm
You
saying.
know what I'm saying? Going
Yeah,
to Brothers
man.
and fucking cow skate.
And honestly, anybody that's pushing the Bay movement, man, you feel me? Y'all know it's the Bay against everybody, bruh. You
Mhm.
understand me? West Coast against everybody for sure. That's a whole other thing. But it's the Bay against everybody, bruh. Lock in, bruh. We gotta bring it back. You
Got
feel me?
to.
It should always be a Bay Area movement.
Definitely.
Always should be a Bay Area movement.
Definitely.
You feel me?
Because I've been all over the map, and I'm here to tell you, man. You can, man. We got a unique, not just a root for the home team, but we got a unique style. We got a unique way we keep, like, man. Anywhere we go, man, this is actually something special, and cats need to once again start recognizing that, man.
real.
This is a special soil.
Yeah.
Of course, they got players and stuff everywhere, man.
True.
But man.
Push the
Man,
next
This
one.
this Bay thing, man, is really
It's
really something
infectious.
stuff. And until you really start traveling, and you in Philly, you in Texarkana, you in some part of Mississippi, and then you'll realize, man, I really do come from the home of the players. I really do come from something special, man. And then you want to rep it.
Right. You'd be surprised how much influence the Ye got worldwide. When you got to go outside these four corners, though.
Shakir Stewart and cats like that, rest in
Should rest in
peace.
peace, Secure, man.
Took Def Jam out there to Atlanta and really helped build that Atlanta scene right now. You know what I'm saying? That was the architects of that was from this way.
The independent game.
You
Gotta
know what I'm
love
saying?
it.
Vlad, some people hate him or love him.
He from the
That Vlad absorbed a lot of his game
Yeah.
being a mixtape DJ that nobody was fucking with around here. But he took that same game that he learned here in that hustle and went back east. And now he done built this thing where,
He getting people put in jail.
like, I don't, like, the content of some of that shit, I don't like it, but I do got to respect the hustle that he really built that. And at one point, he used to be real honest about how he absorbed game out here and then went. Now he act like he just fell from the heavens and just was always blessed with it. But no, I don't care how sharp you is, how good your instincts is, somebody got to inject something into you.
Yeah, for surely,
Yeah.
man. You know what I mean? Give credit where credit is due, man. You understand me? Everybody had to write a paper. At some point, you had to cite your work, bruh.
Right.
Cite it.
Right.
You got to
Prove
cite it,
your
man.
work.
Give homage,
Yeah,
man.
you
Give
couldn't.
homage,
Hey, remember
What
back
are you
in elementary school when you had the
For the
math?
old school cats, show and prove.
For
You
real.
say that.
You had the book in elementary school. You can go to the back and get the answers, but they only had the odds or the evens, and you get everything else wrong. That's when your teacher be like, "Show your work."
Yeah, so even
Show
on the
your
open
work.
book test, you got to show your work.
Got to.
So I got a question for you before we get ready to head out. Who would you like to work with?
Ooh.
Your dream collab?
Oh,
How many I got to name?
just
Three.
no number.
We'll
no
go
number.
three.
No
We'll go
number.
three.
Okay.
Crazy enough,
Mhm.
I definitely want to work with Glorilla.
Mhm.
For surely. I
Shit,
want to work
yeah,
with Glorilla.
Okay.
I want to work with Glorilla on everything. Yeah, I'm talking about so we can go ahead and get off in some of this music.
Yeah.
Shout out
Music.
Memphis,
I
man.
like her style because I was able to see her evolution from being in that Nissan Altima to now she look a little glam. She's still spitting hard, but
Yeah,
man.
man, she doing her thing, man. Outside of that, Future, off top. Shout out Future. One of the biggest things I love about Future is that he's one of the only artists that can touch every genre and still stay himself, no matter what.
I've never seen him go outside his lane, and his lane is big. It's a big lane.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Yeah, Future. Outside of Future, I probably would say. I want to do something with Keisha Cole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do something for the area.
Shout out
You
to
know,
KC.
and essentially any legend for the area. You know what I mean? I mean, of course, you know, me and Shady, we got something. Me and San Quinn and Cuzzo Zoo, we got something in the zone. Me
Shout
and
out to
Beetle,
the Mighty
we got
Queen.
something.
Peter, my guy.
You feel me?
Murder. You know what I'm saying?
And
Shout
then,
out to
I
the
mean, of
top
course,
boys.
lastly, it probably would be 40. 40 and Kendrick. I'll
Okay.
top it off with 40 and Kendrick for real.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get Keisha Cole on one of them hooks, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You know?
saying? I seen she put a picture the other day on the internet, man. Damn near broke that motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Like I forgot she was in her. I forgot she was in her 40s. Shout out to KC. Still looking good. Still
Off top.
Still doing her thing, man.
Oh,
It's
no
always
thanks,
good to
sis.
see somebody 20 years in the game still doing it, because they try to act like you only got this certain period, and then they want to throw you away or dismiss you or
We
whatever.
You got as long as you want.
Yeah.
Hip hop is the only
Because Mick
genre
Jagger
of
them is up
music
there 80 fucking
to
years
where-
old.
And still making moves.
exactly to where there's a fucking there's an age limit and you got a window to be. You got to do it within whatever.
Oh, you
You
ain't
guys
made
are
it by
fucking
29. You can't. What we said,
Y'all
man?
tripping. I know
El-
motherfuckers
God,
in their 50s, 40 in his 50s, short in his 50s. These rich double R's, 50s. I mean, true game spitters, boots.
And ain't
got
no
bars,
22-year-old
Spice
coming
One,
and out
Brother
spitting
Lynch.
them.
I mean, be legit. You got the delinquents, brothers that's got yuck. I mean, bars personified. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get off that.
But you know what they try to act like, though. If you ain't bubbled by this point, or if you this age, you might as well go sit down or something. Or if
Man.
you did bubble, you over the hill now. I'm like, no,
Do your
man.
homework, man. Do your homework on
True
Titty
down.
Boy, aka 2 Chainz. Do your
Man,
homework.
I think he
bruh.
got on at
Do
38.
your homework, bruh.
For real.
On everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all better stop letting the outside genres reconstrict your brain to being on this peon level when it comes to this shit.
And don't let nobody who don't want to see you succeed anyway try to put a limit on what you dreaming about doing.
For
Shit,
real.
it's on you, family.
You know what I'm saying?
It's on you.
Because with the boy Bill Cosby, I know he's supposed to be a pariah, but he had once told this other comedian
You
if 2% of the world,
filth,
if 2% of the
filth.
world, 2%, if 2% of the world is rocking with you, you'll sell out stadiums.
Mm-hmm.
So not everybody gotta love you. Just find your audience, find your Future, find your lane, and ride that motherfucker till till they beg you to stop, and then hit them some more.
Well, I mean, of course, we need more than 2% of the state of California in the U.S. to tap in with Cognac Confessionals. You understand me? Off
Fuck
top,
with your
man. You feel me? Google us. You feel me? They rocking.
But 2%
Yeah.
is millions.
2%.
Man.
That's millions
They
of
doing it
people
for the
rocking with
culture.
you.
They doing it for the culture, man. They rocking with the mob rocking with them. You understand me? We got Cognac. We confess.
Cause I'm taking the page out your book. Like right now, I tapped in with this dude, and dude was like, "Man, you come to Nigeria with your movies, you'll be a fucking millionaire." So guess who's headed to Nigeria?
Mob and Pharaoh.
Because
We there.
Nollywood is quiet as kept. I didn't even know it, but apparently you got Hollywood, but Nollywood
You got
and
Bollywood.
Bollywood
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
right
right
there.
It's right there.
It's
You
right
making that.
there. And he said, "Man, he said,
Because they be
but
doing
they doing
movies.
some half-ass shit."
Yeah, the motherfucker died, get shot on the bike, and the bike's still standing, but we gonna help y'all. We'll come on there and fuck with it.
Nigerian cat told me, he said, "Man, you do." He said, it's that same old story. You do all that hustling that you doing there in the Bay, you bring it over here and you'll be a millionaire.
Man, and they appreciative of it too. You
And
understand me?
I started looking at flights.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just got to go down there and give you one of them real IDs, because now they talk about that's
Oh, you
another
got till
thing.
next month.
Yeah.
Oh, you got my shit.
In
Yeah.
fact, I'm
that.
going to. I'm actually going to Atlanta next month, but my flight coming back on the 6th. On the 7th, you gotta have when you get to the airport, you gotta either show your passport or you gotta have one of them real IDs.
There's gonna be so many people stuck.
You can't even fly.
Because
Because I just got back from Hawaii last night.
Cause you got people
And-
sitting there talking about, I booked my flight in December.
They're
Fuck
gonna
my
have to
Hold
make
on,
an
fuck.
exemption. It's gonna be too many people in the airport stuck.
It'd be chaos.
They're gonna have to make an exemption.
They're not.
That's crazy. If
I
they
feel
do.
you.
Cause what you gonna have
They're
people just
not.
literally, you gonna fuck around and collapse
Money
the
spent.
airline industry
No.
if hella people
Cash
can't get on their
spent.
planes.
No, here's the thing. Let me tell you something. I understand what y'all saying, but I know this motherfucking government. They say, motherfucker, you had due and proper notice how long ago? And you didn't do it?
They say
Nigga,
15
that's your
years, and
fault.
I'm like, I didn't hear a thing. Nobody told. Nobody told me nothing.
Shit. Let me tell you something.
Shit been off on that
Like I
for
said,
years.
I just got back from
I wasn't paying
Hawaii.
attention on purpose.
I just got back from
Cause I ain't
Hawaii
think they was
last night.
seriously ever. So I didn't believe they was ever
Bro,
going to actually
look.
flex on the shit.
I'm at the airport last night, leaving from Hawaii to come back home, and I got my real ID already. But the agent, TSA agent, was telling people, because I guess one person didn't have a real ID. She was like, "Hey, you need to, you good today?" She like, but
May 7th,
somebody else, she
bad.
like, yeah. And she said, you need a passport. She like, this ain't gonna work for you. You'd have been. She said, she told me. Not me. She told the person. She was like, ma'am. Because if you didn't have your real ID, she said, then you got to go through this extra screening and this, and then we can make a decision to hold you. I'm sitting
So
there
you
like,
at the mercy of the
of
person
them.
there to decide.
and don't come with no attitude. This ain't the Waffle House, nigga. The airport is not the Waffle
Hey,
House.
Federal ground.
It's like it's like the nigga holding the VIP list in front of the club. You good?
You good.
Hold on, I'm gonna holler at you.
Yeah. Show me a little something.
Come here, baby. You come on up front.
I got my real ID 5 years ago.
And then you got to sit there and pray that a motherfucker decide you're worthy.
Can you imagine?
Don't put yourself in that position.
And you in a
man.
rush? Got somewhere to be?
Horrible.
Or you like me? You always like flight leaving it. I'm always at the counter. Hey man, is there some kind of way you can tell them to hold on a minute?
Oh man, you better pop your peas, man. Proper preparation for
Get
this
that shit
performance.
with the
Right.
bear. Your ID better have the bear and the star on it. And just tell
For
it.
real.
So now I'm finna stop playing. And here go the Whopper. In the town, they stole the air conditioner at the DMV.
Oh, on 85th?
On 85th. So now it's closed for 4 months. So now you only got one DMV in
Rock Ridge.
Oakland.
Oh, Piedmont, Rock
to
Ridge.
go. So
Or
if
you go to
was
the one
gonna-
in Pleasanton, you go to one in Hayward.
But I'm saying it was
Yeah.
already going to be 3 or 4 hours. Apparently,
I'm
they
just
make
saying.
this happen. Now it's going to be 8 hours. So you just going to have to. But hey,
Get
but
your
don't put
shit.
yourself in a position. Because just think.
I tried.
Just think. He hit you and say, hey, we got to move over in Germany. They ready for us. And you got to say, blood, go on without me because I can't get on the plane. Hell, I can't even get on the plane if the move was in Little Rock, Arkansas. Don't do that. Don't miss your bag or your
Can you
blessing because you can't fly from it. You
Tell me
gotta
what you want for a
gas
souvenir
up
shop.
the car and be like, blood, I'm gonna meet you there in 3 days.
It's a self-imposed slave chain you put on yourself by not having travel documents.
Yeah, for real.
Because unless you did some shit, you able to travel this world if you know how to sign your name on certain pieces of paper.
And willing to make the smart decisions. You feel me? For surely.
I travel the world.
But
I go places.
I said, a lot of cats ain't never been nowhere, don't plan on going nowhere. And I
Fuck
say,
that.
man, you gotta travel. You gotta expand your horizons, man. You gotta hit them other turfs. You gotta shake hands in different places. It just makes you a more well-rounded individual.
Gotta do it.
You go to certain places and just the energy of the area you are. You just run into, because don't get me wrong, we got a lot of shit here in the Bay, right? And I mean, all type of shit. But sometimes you go to a different place and you got a different culture of people, and just the way they, the resounding effect of their mentality. Just you might run into some peaceful shit and be like, whoa,
Oh no,
your soul needed that.
Oh no, yeah, for surely.
Sit down and talk to a cat from
you
Detroit.
smiling.
Sit down and talk to somebody from Philly. Sit down.
Traveling make you bougie.
Walk through Harlem, man.
Traveling make you bougie,
You
and
see
it
some shit.
definitely helps you appreciate and or understand where you come from.
Yeah, 'cause
You will either appreciate it or you will understand where you come from.
Yeah, because you could be busy. You go somewhere where they laid back and like, hey, we'll make time.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be like, no, I'm in a rush. They're like, hey,
Yeah, relax.
we got this.
Right.
I'm gonna give you young players.
Because life is so chill out there, and then
Right.
you'll get to defrag your hard drive, and then you be like, oh shit, I need to.
Yeah, let me relax.
Yeah, man.
It ain't no need to be on 10, be on 2.
Yeah.
I'm
What
giving
was you
you
gonna
young
say?
players a cheat code. Take her to Puerto Rico or to the Virgin Islands. Don't jump all the way off the boat trying to go to Jamaica, the Bahamas, this and that. Take her to Puerto Rico. They got the Motel 6 there. You don't need a passport. Go to the Virgin Islands. Now you're giving them the island experience for
That's
about
US territory.
a third of the cost, and you good. So
You need your real ID after the 7th, though.
right,
Yeah,
you will
for real.
need that. But I'm just saying, Go to Puerto Rico, go to the Virgin Islands, go to Key West, this and that. Now you can get you getting the island experience, you getting the Caribbean experience for about the third of the cost. And if something crack, you still in America.
Right.
Hey, Puerto Rico is pretty too, man. You understand me? I would be cautious though, because if you know that it's
don't do too much sightseeing.
It's trouble in paradise.
Hey,
leave her at home. Go live your life, man. You understand me? Because what you see in Puerto Rico, baby, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Woo!
But don't jump up and spend thousands of dollars trying to go to
a Puerto Rico too.
Don't jump off the porch trying to go to the Dominican or the Bahamas or the Atlantis resort. This and that. You be like, man, this trip cost me $9,000. Hey, player, I could have told you how to pull the same effect for $900. She ain't been past seminary anyway. So any island you get on, man, you gonna be the greatest nigga ever lived. So. Yeah, but I'm just saying though. But I say that to say though is that start traveling. But go to Miami first. Go to Galveston first. Go to these places. Get yourself experience, this and that. Also, weed out who you can travel with and who you can't. Because ain't nothing like being somewhere out of bounds and you got that I don't give a fuck nigga with you.
Nah, you can't go.
I once went on a cruise ship and one of the motherfuckers that we was with, we get on the thing, they stealing out motherfuckers'
purses and shit.
Yeah, we all getting fucking detained in a whole nother country.
True.
I told Blood,
period.
I don't know who did what, but I'm a grandpa and I ain't stole shit, so I'm out. And I walked out the room. You know what I'm saying? Man, how we in international waters and you committing the petty theft? Because I tried to go into Canada one time with some niggas and a nigga had a fight in Berkeley. One of my partners. And one nigga had a fight in Berkeley. Another nigga had a welfare fraud case where he was doing the child care links.
They wouldn't even let him cross.
Yeah, they was like, oh, both of these is felonies in Canada, and y'all can't come in. They literally detained niggas and sent us back in the deportation lane. Put you like this: when I went to Vancouver again, guess who wasn't with me?
Them niggas.
I ended up having to go solo because I had business I had to handle over there in British Columbia, and we trying to mob deep, and you niggas ain't. Come on, man. Shit, like, come on, man. Don't let basic shit like that
qualified, man. You gotta have the qualifications, man.
Yeah,
for real.
You got to have the qualifications, man.
Getting $500 off of child care links, nigga. Now you can't travel to Canada. And if you've never been to Canada, trust me, it's a great place to start your traveling adventures because it's international, but it's very similar to America. So, you know, the customs and everything.
They speak French out there. Learn your shit.
Well, only in Quebec. Only in the middle part.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, though, as I was trying to tell people, when you start traveling, go to the basic places first. Get the experience of going and stuff like that. Get yourself seasoned. Yeah. And then expand to the world.
And immerse yourself in their culture. You understand me? I'm not telling you to forget where you come from. At the same time, when you get to these different states, these different countries, unless you got the dollar to prove it, nobody cares about where you come from. The only time that they gonna worry about where you come from is when they gotta send your people's, some notifications about where your body dropped at.
Man,
that's it.
Don't put your I'm
an American. I have that motherfucker. You who?
And don't go places trying to shit on everybody and fuck all the hoes and trying to be tough and shit, man. Come and kick it, man. Come in good spirit.
Let them choose you.
Come in good spirit.
Better come.
Some of the cats used to go places, to them little hick towns down south working the Chitlin circuit and nigga, they'd be like, oh, that's so-and-so baby mama. Ah, fuck that nigga, because you from some small town. Well, small town niggas got big guns, too. And if it's 20 bitches in the place and that's so-and-so bitch, then get on the other 19. You only here for a night? Why you want to funk with? Don't play away games funking. Don't play them away games. Don't do it, man.
That's some shit you get at 3 in the morning.
Just conduct yourself with wisdom, man. If you wouldn't go to North Richmond doing that shit, then don't do it in Meridian, Mississippi. If you wouldn't go to HP with that dumb shit, if you wouldn't go to East Palo Alto with that dumb shit, then don't get out of town and turn into Superman.
The motherfucker say, "Pop, go to Weasel," like Rage in Harlem. That motherfucker say, "Pop, go to motherfucking Weasel."
You think this country nigga talk slow, this and that, whoop-de-whoop, but he can still pull out a big thing, and the sheriff gonna pull up, and that's his cousin, and he gonna say, it look like self-defense to me.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You gotta
be
bounce,
like Eddie
baby.
Murphy and
Like you
Martin
said.
Lawrence in life.
Now they got
Oh,
the only
shit.
thing they concerned about is whether they send the notification.
For real.
Oh, bad. Or if they decide to send it.
Right.
Yeah, you could be John Doe in some of the places.
Alligator, baby.
Niggas just don't know what happened to you.
They got hit by a bear on the 10
So
speed.
you got any shows or anything coming up that people can come and support you? And you said that the merch, the website is down right now, but can they get on social media?
Yeah, most definitely. You feel me? Again, you feel me? Google me, Mobbin101, Mobbin101, all together, no space. You understand me? Man of business because it's necessary. Cross them off that 101. It's all together, man. It makes sense. When it come down to the shows, we got a show coming up in SAC. October, you feel me? That's actually gonna be kind of major for real. It's a lot of little promo coming up about that. Follow me on X, Facebook. X is used to be Twitter for those who don't know. Reddit, the whole nine. And even between then and in the meantime, between time, we got some things coming up for the summer for surely. Stay tuned. I'm everywhere though. You feel me? So I'm one of those individuals that if you want to rock, you gotta really want to rock with me for real. You know what I mean? Because you gotta pull up. You gotta
Slow
pull
feet
up.
don't eat.
You know what I mean? New York Fashion Week 2025, we there again.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Doing
That's
it big.
That's
Oh,
big,
yeah.
yeah.
You know what I
New
mean?
York Fashion Week is big shit.
Off top. I walked in it before, walked to San Francisco Fashion Week before. Again, man, you feel me? You got to click on all cylinders. You feel me? Slow feet can't eat, man. I can't preach that enough.
A millionaire has 7 streams of income.
Man, got to do it. I got 2 jits. I got 2 jits, man.
Yeah.
So I definitely need my streams of income. Speaking of my jits, Diamond, Gianna, Daddy love you. You feel me? It's actually my son's birthday week. You feel me? He just turned 6, so you know we're doing it big.
Okay, there you go.
On everything.
What's up with it?
Man, again, to my loved ones, you feel me? If you rocking with me, I appreciate you. If you're not, I appreciate that too, man. You understand me? Because you're still talking about me, so I ain't mad. Google me. I can't stress it enough. Google me. Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, Tidal. Tidal pay artists the most. So your favorite artists, stream us on Tidal. We appreciate you. YouTube, Mobbin101. You know what I mean? Official YouTube page of Mobbin101. You can just type in Mobbin101. Hashtag Mobbin101. 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 Mobbin101.
You heard it.
Can't say it enough. One more time for the
Mobbin101 off top.
101.
Exotic Mob Music LLC, man. EMP. I grew up on Monalto. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? P, tell them where they can find you.
Hey, you can find me across the board at Pharaoh Films on Snap, Twitter, Facebook, all that shit. I make it easy to find me.
You know, it's a weekend. What we got going this weekend? We got some shit.
Tomorrow we're going to go support our boy Whiteout. He's doing a comedy show at the Black Red.
His birthday tomorrow.
Some of the most
Whiteout
talented
50th tomorrow.
individuals.
Fucking with my guy.
We're also going out there to support That Vibe.
That Vibe, yeah.
They doing some big things.
Cocktails and Conversation, Part 2.
They gave me an opportunity to come over to Treasure Island and talk to some, talk to the youth and stuff like that, man. They got some kids over there that's getting second chance.
Yeah.
They in the Job Corps over there, and they just trying to figure it out. And so you know That Vibe is doing some big things.
Yeah. So shout out to that. Tonight also, Igor has got the Elbow Room. They got that thing cranking off.
Igor Beats.
Yeah.
Shout out Unc, man.
Yeah,
DJ Igor Beats, man. Speaking of DJs, real quick, all the DJs, man, you feel me, that's ever supported me, that's ever spent me, and the ones that's coming, I appreciate y'all, man. You understand me? Real.
That's what's
You
up.
need the DJs, man. You feel me?
Got to.
You need the DJs.
That's one of the most important arms of branches of hip hop.
Off top, need the DJs.
I'm Deshaun. You can catch me at Cognac_Confessionals on IG. Cognac Confessionals on YouTube and Facebook. You can always find me in your bitch dreams. Why? Because that's where I reside. And more importantly, you can find me in the bosom of the universe because that's where I'll call home. You get that at 3 in the morning. But as usual, now it's time to say goodbye
to all my Negro friends.
Hey, catch y'all next week when we'll be doing some more shit. Y'all love and light. Take it safe. And don't fall for no sucker shit.
Not at all.